What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here from Muscle Serpents Daily, and today we're going into the snake room and we are going to check out a clutch that was just laid. Pablo said it's a clutch I might not be that happy about, so I to be honest with you, I'm a little nervous what that means. But I tell him a lot of times, I don't want to know. I want to go in there and be surprised so that when I do a video on it, I can kind of give you a legitimate response, emotional response to this. So we're going to check that out, obviously. And you never know what else we might find, you know, while we're browsing through the collection. We just fed yesterday, so I like to go back over all the males and females that I fed to make sure I didn't miss a mouse or a rat that might be in there, cleaning up anything, because rat poop is really nasty, and so I'm convinced that that probably will spread more disease than the ball python poop. So we're gonna go back and look and see who ate, who didn't eat, and check out the boas and everything like that. And this will probably be slightly a short video because I gotta pick my son up and he got soccer today. But we did get a clutch, another clutch on the ground. I think we're at 5 or 6 for the year, so that's pretty good. Let's see what we got. All right, this is what we like to see, but it's also not what we like to see. First of all, this female, which is in CANDINO, which is one copy of a het albino gene, one copy of het candy gene. We got an axe-like super, beautiful snake. I love candinos. I love candies too, okay? This girl's laid all these eggs, mostly slugs, but there's 3 eggs in it, which hopefully are good. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slugs. So that could have been a 10 eggs clutch. She looked huge. I knew she was gonna have a lot of eggs, but unfortunately they're infertile, a lot of these. Now, why is that? Well, guess what? I always blame the male, but maybe the male and the female just didn't like each other that much. They didn't lock up enough. She's had other clutches in the past, like 1 or 2, and I've always got like 1 or 2 good eggs from her, and that's it. I don't know why. She's obviously producing the follicles. For some reason, they're just not getting fertilized. Now, we had a really nice male with her. So we had a candy leopard blackhead pastel. So, a candy leopard black pastel. So everything's going to be candy or CANDINO. Some of them will be black pastel, and some will be leopard. So it's going to be a nice clutch. I mean, hopefully, we can't really miss because we're going to get either candies or CANDINOs. So that's right off the bat. And then anything on top of that is going to be icing on the cake. So we'll pull these, we'll clean her up. Sometimes things don't go as planned, and that's okay, because if you're going to breed snakes, this is still a victory. If these eggs are fertile, and we're going to check them in a minute, I'm going to candle them, then it was a victory, okay? If they're all shit, pardon my French, then obviously it was a bad day. And you're gonna have bad days and you're gonna have good days when you breed snakes, and that's the lesson to be learned here. She's a great female, she's got good size in her, and that doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. It's a matter of, did the male and female do their job? Did they get it done? Looks like she got it partially done. All right, there's my mama. What a beautiful snake. She almost looks lavender albino, right? A CANDINO, very similar look. So she had nice red eyes too, if you look, because it's that mix between albino and candy. And she's empty. She definitely got all her eggs out of her, and we're gonna wash her up, put her in a new clean tub, no egg smell at all, so she'll hopefully start eating as quickly as possible, and we can get her back in the rotation for next year. The eggs are marked. They have nice embryos and blood vessels, so once again, we have a success. Only 3 eggs, but you know what? That's okay, because we got 3 good eggs out of this female. The slugs will go in the garbage pail, and in 60 days, we're gonna have 3 baby new snakes. So I see that as a success. This is actually my first year with the male that I'm gonna show you in a minute, the black pastel leopard candy that he actually bred for me. So he had 2 successful clutches, one with that possible orange dream Enchi CANDINO, and one with this beautiful CANDINO. So all's good. All right, here's that male I wanted to show you from that sired that clutch. This is the 2nd clutch of the year. This is a candy, which is, you can see those red eyes. It's allelic to albino. When you mix the 2 together, you get CANDINO, which is what the mother was. So he's a pure candy, which is a recessive trait. He's actually going to shed. He's also leopard and black pastel. So So that leopard, which is dark, and black pastel's dark, work well with morphs that actually remove pigment. You get more purples in them. He's really purple. He's a little faded now because, like I said, he's in shed, but he did a good job. I bought him a couple years. Actually, I got him in a trade with my friend Doug a few years ago, and I knew this boy was going to do some really, really nice stuff. So I can't wait to see what the babies look like. I'm sure they're going to be amazing. So once again, you got to have good males and good females if you want nice babies. So invest wisely. That's my advice. And we're going to wrap things up today with this gorgeous female, high-intensity orange dream leopard spot nose het clown. And it doesn't get much better than this. I mean, if it was a clown, maybe it would. But this female ate 4 mice this week. Sometimes, look, we always complain about our snake going into hunger strikes. When they want to eat, feed them. Once again, I feed my my grow-ups small prey. So when I have leftovers, I see who's hungry. And she was very hungry this week. Look at that high-intensity orange dream, which was kind of discovered by Ozzy. Is really insane if you look at it. I mean, it glows as if it is. It's not even, doesn't even look like super orange dream. It looks like someone put a fluorescent gene into the snake, which to me adds a dimension to the orange dream and to the whatever you're mixing it in that is just not duplicatable. It's one of the, I think high intensity gene actually is better than Enchi in a sense. Because, Enchi makes everything better, obviously, but this high-intensity gene makes oranges and yellows just stand out like as if there's a UV light or something like that on them. So this female is doing well. I'm going to leave her alone. Once again, she just finished her 4th mouse over the course of 2 days. I can't believe it. Pablo's going to lose his mind. I found it. My Hypo Blood Onyx. Right under a ball python male tub. This snake has been missing for weeks. It might be more than a month. I mean, it might be more than 2 months. I can't believe I found it. The tub wouldn't go in, and this thing has been on the loose for I can't tell you how long. That just goes to show you, this boa hasn't lost like an ounce probably. Not a single gram, and it hasn't eaten. All right, we're gonna put it back in the tub, hopefully get him fed, and thank God this was a really important snake to me, to my breeding projects. I produced him, I produced this boy last year, and man, look how red this thing is. It's like fire engine red. Hypo Onxy Blood. It's also 66% het Honduran T positive. So this is a very valuable snake to me. I knew I'd find it eventually, but wow, my lucky. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today. It was, this was a really, really good day. It turned out, even though the clutch was so-so, we only got 3 good eggs, which I'll take 3 good eggs any day of the week, because 0 good eggs is way worse. But the thing that really made me feel good today is I found that one boa that's been missing. So nothing's missing right now. That boa was driving. I said, you know what? It wasn't that I was worried that I wasn't going to find it, because I figured eventually I would, because these rooms are inescapable. But it'd been like 2 months, so I'm like, I don't even know what it's drinking. I don't know, if it's finding anything to eat. So it doesn't look like it lost any weight at all. I don't know how there's plenty of hot spots obviously to sit on, but I don't know how these snakes make it. I mean, I throw a lot of water on the floor. I mean, maybe they don't drink that. This snake has been out for quite a while. Pablo cleans everything, couldn't find it. See, sometimes you've got to clean your own stuff, because once I get my hands in there and start digging through stuff, that's when I always find stuff. So thank God we found the Hypo Onxy Blood male. Oh, that's going to be a great male in a couple of years. The problem with Onyx is they're super dwarf boas, so they're small and they eat very small prey. Usually, even for the males, sometimes it takes 2-3 years before they're breeding. The females definitely 4 years and up, sometimes 5 years. But they're so tiny and they're so colorful, and I mean, that male was amazing. So I'm glad I found him. Sometimes you got to be very patient. Patience is what it's all about if you're breeding snakes. All right, guys, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit the like button. I'll see you back.